Hi, this is Rick and welcome to Fibro66. This is going to be my first video on a new channel that I would like to start. And it's mainly for guys with or that think that they might have fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia over a year and a half ago. And of course, I'm in the battle with my state of Delaware for Social Security disability. I've been in construction for 29 years as a pipe fitter. I thought as I was getting older, my body was getting beat up, and this was a natural progression of getting older. Finally, my family doctor had put a bunch of tests together with x-rays, MRIs and such, and found out why I'm having the chronic pain. Now, this is what I need to tell you. A lot of your older doctors will say with fibromyalgia, well, especially with women, men are a little bit different with our symptoms. We don't always like to say that we're hurting or that we have pain. Just feel like, well, I pulled something at work, or you know, maybe I was exercising and I pulled something and it's going to get better, and then maybe it does get a little bit better, but then sometimes you'll have an episode where you're like, you think you're never ever going to get better. Well, this is what happened, and I have a younger doctor that picked up on these different clues after years and years. I've had maybe 10 to 12 years of pain, chronic pain. From the gamut of thinking that it was carpal tunnel, which I have a little bit of carpal tunnel. I've got degenerative disc disease. I've had some bowel issues that just didn't seem to want to go away with diet or whatever I tried. And all these things kind of culminated to this diagnosis, which we finally got. This channel is going to represent, if anybody is interested, the struggles that men have with this disease, or this autoimmune disease, or chronic fatigue type of disease, whatever you want to call it. It is a disease, and just because maybe you don't look like it on the outside, of course I've put on about 20 pounds since I've been diagnosed, and because I've been sedentary. I've been out of work for 2 years now with no income. Luckily I am married, and my wife is very see, part of the issue, you get this thing called fibro fog, where you completely lose your train of thought. It's one symptom for men, and if you like this channel, I will go into further detail on some of this stuff, and maybe we can all kind of corroborate and try to get more information on this, especially for men. No offense to women, but there's been so much research out there for women. Okay, I've got my Maine Coon cat that decides he's going to just walk right across the picture here. But my wife has been pretty supportive. She doesn't understand some things she does. She's listened to the doctors, and I suggest you take your spouse or your significant other, whoever that may be these days, and you take them in on the consultation with your doctor so they can be brought up to speed on what maybe you're experiencing and what the doctor feels, you know, your treatment options are, because you're not showing it on the outside. I'm 6'2" now. I'm about 230. When I was in good shape, I was 205, and I used to work out some more than usual. But now I'm lucky because of other things that have gone on and that are looped in with the fibromyalgia, which maybe has triggered the fibromyalgia more than it has in the past, which was harder for me to get a diagnosis. But anyway, my spouse is fairly supportive in this process. I don't want to go into long detail. I'm going to put this video out there and see if anyone is interested in this channel, because to make this worthwhile, I have to turn this into an AdSense channel where I can generate maybe some income to try to produce more or better videos. This is just a $5 stand with my phone attached to it, and you know, I don't have any major equipment or anything like that, and I can't sit very long, so I start to get, you know, aches and pains, and I have to recline. Without going into a lot of different stuff, I had a C6, C7 replacement done in my neck right here, and I would, you know, because I've got degenerative disc disease also, I had, I'm not a proud person to show my stomach right now, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 incision spots where they had to go in laparoscopically to try to repair my intestines, colon, because of the IBS that I've had, ongoing IBS. They thought that maybe that would help. I can tell you it didn't help. I take Miralax on a daily basis. I have Linzess that I have to be able to take to move my bowels. And not fun. You know, some of the painkillers we take can cause constipation issues, and I've tried to get off of some of the stuff, and we can go into greater detail if you guys are interested, like Cymbaltas and see, I'm drawing a blank, but we can go over the other stuff that didn't work for me because I'm a strong-willed person and I have problems with something that's mood altering on a 24/7 basis, where I'm already having problems with my thought patterns as it is, and it made me suicidal and gave me bad feelings and things like that. So anyway, let's not drag this out too far. Maybe you're interested, maybe you're not. Let me know, give me some feedback, and once we get 10,000, YouTube started a new thing now that you have to have 10,000 hits on your channel to be able to start turning it into a monetized setup where you can start to get some revenue back. If you're interested in trying to help me, we'll talk about all kinds of stuff. I'll turn it almost into a video blog if you want. I'll review certain products that maybe aren't suitable for my other channel that I have. I do a lot of, I try to do, when I'm up to it, other reviews on products and services on another channel, but this is going to be something that's just going to be primarily for health concerns with fibromyalgia and for men with fibromyalgia. So if you're interested in the Fibros 66 channel, let me know. I would appreciate it. 66 is the year I was born. I'm going to put it right out there. I'm going to be 51 here in August, so we can post our struggles or you know, what we've come up with. I'm going to try to start an exercise routine, and you know, that can be counterproductive with this this type of disease because you trigger flares. So anyway, I keep going on and on, which is part of this problem with not staying focused with fibromyalgia also for men. Thanks for watching. Give me some feedback. Bye.